Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Back to Phoenix Homes and Hotspots. Hey, today I have a very special guest for you. Her name is Jamie Ray. She's membership director at the Anthem Country Club. So if you're not familiar with Anthem, one of the best communities here in the Phoenix Valley, Jamie is going to tell us more today about a little bit about what the community's like, what it's like to live and play in the community. And then we're going to dive really deep into what it looks like to have a membership, whether it's golf, social, what it's like to have a membership out there at that Anthem Country Club. So let me switch over here to hang on, Jamie. Why can't I see you? Well, that's interesting. Well, Jamie, so let's start here. So I don't know why I'll work on this, but let's start here. So Anthem itself. First of all, tell people that don't know, somebody that's from out of state, where is Anthem actually located?
Anthem is located about 30 minutes from Phoenix. From northern Scottsdale, it's about a 30-minute drive also. I mean, even coming up here, you get a 5-degree temperature difference even. But it's a nice little escape to get out of the city. It's still close to everything. And even when you pull right off of the I-17 on the Anthem Way, it's just a totally different feel. Like, for example, I'm from the Midwest. So when I pull into Anthem and I see all the trees and the community center and the parks and the pond, it just reminds you of that small town, close-knit community.
Yeah, for sure. And so I have it pulled up on a map right here. The cool thing is it's like it's a community, but it's also just kind of like a self-sustaining, like to me, Anthem is like its own little self-sustaining city all the way up there on the North Phoenix side. And so I have the map pulled up and you kind of see an aerial. So talk a little bit about how the community is structured from just a purely residential standpoint. What would somebody expect if they're going up there? They want to look at homes. They want to look at that community. What would they expect in terms of how that Anthem is broken down?
I mean, there's definitely several sections in the community. You have the country club side. You have the park side community. There's several little subdivisions that are being built. If you want to go a little further out, there's larger lots where homes are being built also. So you have a little bit of everything. You have super small homes to much larger homes with bigger lots. But I mean, there's just a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah. So when we're looking at this map, when we're talking about the country club side, we're really talking about, I mean, you can see the golf course, right? So we're really talking about this northern side of the community, correct? Which is like a guard gated side of the community.
Yes. So back behind the gates, it's over 2,700 homes. We have the Persimmon side and the Ironwood side. So back here, we have two 18-hole golf courses. And it's two completely different vibes that you get. On the Persimmon side, you have the 18-hole course that's a little bit more forgiving. You have a clubhouse. We have a restaurant, a bar. Our pool over here is a lot different from the other side. Our pool is more of the fun, Sunday fun day, drinks poolside. You want to be social. In the mornings, you want to get out and swim some laps in the pool. You move over to the other side of Ironwood. And over at Ironwood, same thing, 18-hole course. You have Barrel House as the restaurant, more of an upscale sports bar. Very open, looks out onto the lawn, mountain views. And over there, the pool area, just very calm, very chill. That's where if you're wanting to go out, have a relaxing day, just read a book poolside, that's where you want to be.
Nice. Okay, so that is the country club side. Are both sections guard gated? Is that how those sections are set up?
They are, yes.
Okay, so those are guard gated. Obviously, this is a master plan community. Okay, so as we move to the south, you mentioned Parkside. So can you talk just like a brief idea, like kind of what do the homes look like? Not from a price standpoint, because again, Again, I don't even like to talk pricing on this because, if you're watching this and you want to know pricing, contact me. If you're looking at this a year from now, it's going to be completely different. So just to keep it evergreen, but obviously the south side, it's not guard gated. The homes are probably on a little bit smaller lots, a little bit smaller homes. And so as a general rule, kind of more a middle class type of neighborhoods. Is that right?
I would agree with that. Absolutely. And a lot of those members over there already, paying their HOA to come over here to the country club side. You really have to love golf.
Yeah.
Because you have that access, to the community center, which, there's so many activities that's always going on there in the park. There's volleyball courts that are over there, the water park.
Yeah, so we're looking at that. So I'm looking at that right now and kind of just zooming in on that. So there's a water park, volleyball courts. What else is there? You obviously have your schools there. What else? There's pickleball over there now. Pickleball is like everywhere. That's kind of crazy.
The new thing. All the people I play volleyball with are canceling to go play pickleball.
I know I mean, I think Larry Fitzgerald now, I think, is somehow involved in like some sort of pro. I mean, so it's just like everybody has caught on to this. All the big names have caught on. And now it's just, it's funny because I feel like 5 years ago, this was like a senior citizen thing. And now everybody is just, they're pickleballers.
Oh, it's a new hot thing for sure.
It is. And then you can see kind of the parks and the trails and the little lakes and stuff over there. So really, really, I mean, it's a beautiful community. I always think of it as being pretty tight knit because it's kind of is a little bit up there on the north side, as like I described it earlier, a bit of a sustaining type of community. To the west side of the community, we can see a little bit of commercial. So that's like shopping, grocery, restaurants if we're looking at the west side of the community, but on the east side of the 17, what are we going to find in that little pocket right there?
So on the east side off of Anthem Way?
Yeah, well, just kind of like just the commercial that's there. So I don't want to talk on the west side of the 17 yet because that's a little bit different. But just on that east side, what are you going to find as far as just like, the commercial? Is it restaurants, gas stations, shopping? What's kind of over there nearest to the communities that we just talked about?
Mostly, your groceries, restaurants. You'll have businesses, real estate offices, banks, a restaurant, a bar. I mean, there's a speakeasy over on this side.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And then, of course, you have like the schools and churches and that kind of stuff that are up in that area as well. Okay, if we move over to the east side, one of my favorite things about Anthem, outside of just the communities and the country club, obviously are amazing. But if I'm just heading down the 17, I usually make a stop at the outlet malls. So on the east side, you have the outlet malls, and then you have more neighborhoods. Is that pretty much, and then gas stations, I think. Is that pretty much what we have over on that side?
Yes, over on that side, you have the outlets. I mean, every time I pass by there to get back on the 17 to go home, place is packed. You have a Walmart over there. You have gas stations. Yeah, it's just, and you move further on and you have more communities.
Did I lose you, Jamie? Did I lose you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You know what? I think I was trying to get you up on the screen. So here was my question. We talked earlier about the south side as more middle class. How would you describe more the north side of the community in terms of the people that live there, the style of the homes? How would you describe the country club side of the community?
It's definitely to where a lot of people are coming here to retire. And that doesn't mean someone who's in their late 60s, 70s and above. I mean, I have people who are joining the club, moving to the community, younger families in their early 30s, into their 40s. A lot of the homes, they've been here since 2000s. People come in here, update them. Um, as far as pools go, not too many pools in the community, which you really do not need with 2 pools behind the gates.
Sure.
But a lot of the people you see here, they're coming from a lot of Midwest people that I meet, which is easy to communicate with those people because I can talk Midwest all day long.
In Scottsdale, a lot of the communities where even if you have like predominantly like retirees moving into the area, you usually have a pretty good mix. Like Scottsdale's usually pretty balanced and mixed. Like even Desert Mountain, that used to be mostly retirees, you have more and more families starting to move into a community like that. Would you say that Anthem Country Club is a little bit like that? Like you described it as like a lot of retirees are coming out, but do you have some balance, or is most of the balance more south on those south side communities?
The south side communities for sure, but I've been here at the club since February, and I can say a lot of the people that I've signed up, they've been between the ages of probably 45 and 55. So it is younger. And even the inquiries that I'm getting now, it's from younger families where, they have family here. They want their kids to be closer to their grandparents, and they're moving back here, and they're in their early 30s.
Okay. And as far as the homes in those communities, again, talking about the country club side, I mean, are we talking about mansions, or are we just talking about really nice kind of just the kind of, like nice larger Arizona style homes, or is it an even mix? What do the homes look like?
I mean, you have your patio homes back here, and you do have your larger homes. I mean, there's definitely not anything I would consider a mansion, especially from what, we see in Scottsdale.
Right.
But you do have those homes that are 1.3 to, let's say, $1.7 million. So you do have those larger homes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So as far as the country club itself, if somebody moves into the Anthem Country Club side, into the gated side of the community, are they required to have some sort of membership? Is that a requirement, or is that just something that, like, how does that work?
It is a requirement. So if you live behind the gates, it is mandatory that you at least have a social membership.
Okay. Can somebody, sorry, were you going to say something else about that?
I was just going to elaborate on what that entails.
Well, let's talk about that in just a second. We'll get into actually all the types of memberships here in just a second. So how about somebody from outside of the community? I mean, can somebody from outside of the community also be a member?
They can be. They cannot have the social membership that we offer people that are behind the gates, but you can still purchase 3 different golf memberships, and a tennis membership is available as well.
So everybody inside the gates at minimum has a social membership, and then they have the option to do the golf membership or whatever else is there. But at minimum, everybody has a social membership.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody from outside of the gates can have a social membership, but they can have a golf membership.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. So let's talk a little bit about. So let's just talk a little bit about all of that. So. Hang on a second. So let's start with golf, Jamie. Let's talk about, first of all, the courses. You talked a little bit about it earlier. As far as the courses themselves, you talked about kind of like the 2 different sides. What is there a golf course that people tend to like a little bit more than the other ones, or like is there one? There's 2 18-hole courses. Is there one that is more popular, or are they all both just kind of pretty equally? Everybody kind of enjoys them both the same.
Yep, everyone. It just depends on their preference and what they're looking for. I mean, I have some people who say they like Ironwood because it's a tad bit more challenging, and Persimmon's a little bit more forgiving. So it just depends on your personal preference and what you're looking for.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up your site right now so people can actually see kind of the 2 golf courses, so you can kind of visualize this. So the website, by the way, is what is the website? I should have put it up. If you Google Anthem Country Club, the website will pull up. I don't remember. All right, so hang on, let me get down here. Okay. All right, so you have 2 championship golf courses, and then here's just kind of like an overview. So again, all of this is on the website. In fact, it's inviteclubs.com. Again, just Google Anthem Country Club, and the website will pop up. So you have the Ironwood course. Which one did you say is the more challenging? That one's a 74.5 rating.
Ironwood.
Yeah, the slope is a little bit more challenging on that one. Okay. Got it. Okay. So those are the 2 courses. The amenities we started to talk about. So let's talk amenities again real quick, and then we'll get into memberships and what a membership looks like. So let's talk a little bit about, so you said there's 2 clubhouses, one for each course. Did I understand that correctly?
That is correct. Yeah, we have 2 separate clubhouses, 2 separate pools, sets of 10 pickleball courts, or no, I'm sorry, pickleball courts are only at Persimmon. 2 sets of tennis courts at each location, 2 restaurants, 1 at each location. So over at Persimmon, it's more, as you see in the picture of the pool, that is the Persimmon pool. You have the lap lanes, it's more open. Definitely a place you want to go to socialize, have fun, a good time. On Sundays, we do Sunday Fun Day. So we actually have a DJ out there. We have Joyce who's serving up drinks, food out of the pool.
Nice. So, okay. So you have the pool, you have the tennis courts, and then do both have the fitness centers?
Yes. So both have fitness centers. Over here at Persimmon, we just went through a renovation with that fitness center. So we now have Techno Gym in there. We have new flooring in there. Over here at Persimmon, we also have a spa. We do not have a spa over at Ironwood. Ironwood, though, has still a fitness center and group fitness classes over there, too.
Okay. All right. So, and then how about the dining options? Is that just members only? And what do the dining options look like?
Yes. So members only. So you have to have the social membership in order to access our dining facilities.
Okay.
Here at Persimmon, we have the Persimmon dining area, which I would describe more as a formal dining space. We do a lot of our specialty dinner nights over here. We do tacos and tequila. We do Italian night, Asian night. Saturday night, we do prime rib dinner. We have someone on Lou who's on the piano playing. And then over at Barrel House, I would describe it more of a upscale sports bar. Definitely a nice, open, sporty feel, TVs, opens up onto a lawn.
Got it. Okay, so those are the dining options. Okay, and then as far as the spa, is it kind of the same thing with the spa? It's like you need to be a member in order to access that facility as well?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So memberships. We talked about social. We talked about golf. So let's just start here. What are the membership options? We know there's social. We know there's golf. We know that everybody that lives inside the gates can have a social or has to have a social membership. We know that nobody outside of the gates can have a social membership. So let's just start with what are all the membership options, and we'll kind of dive deeper into each one.
Absolutely. We have a full golf membership that gives you unlimited golfing privileges to both courses, both practice facilities, and you get all the amenities of both clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, the whole works. And then from that, the next category down is a classic membership. That does have restrictions after 12 p.m., but does give you unlimited golfing privileges to both courses, both clubhouses, practice facilities, and all the amenities.
Okay, and just real quick, so as I'm looking at your classic golf, it says social events. How does that differ from what you get with a social membership?
So with the social membership, you still have access to all the social events.
Okay.
Yeah, so just really the big difference if you're a hardcore golfer, you want to go with a full golf because that gives you access to Men's and Ladies Golf Association events, morning group play, any club-sponsored events like member guest, club championship. As to where classic and off-season golf, you do not have access to any of that. and there's golf restrictions on classic and off season.
So, okay, so let's talk about the social membership, and then I see you have an off-season golf, so we'll come back to that. So let's talk about the social real quick. What do you actually get with the social membership?
Yep, with the social membership, it gives you access to the dining facilities, fitness center, basically everything but golf. You do have golfing privileges. During season, you can golf 6 times, but you pay the greens fee and the cart fee, wherever that price happens to be, depending on the time of year, and you only get 3-day advance access to the tee sheet. And if you want to use the driving range and practice facilities, there's a cost associated with that as well.
Okay, so if I have a full membership, I'm not a resident, I have a full golf membership. That means I not only have golf, but I have access to a lot of the, even though I can't have a social membership, I still have access to a lot of the social, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's my workaround then. If I want a social membership, then I basically have to have a golf membership if I'm not a resident.
Yes, it's like, give me $50,000 and you're on your way.
Okay, is that what a full golf member is? That is that a full golf membership?
Yes, for the full golf membership, it is currently $50,000, and we're almost to a wait list for that.
So that was going to be my next question. First of all, let me say this. I know all the golf clubs in North Scottsdale real well. $50,000 is a cheap golf membership. Number one, for the Phoenix Metro. I mean, again, these are 2 really, really great golf courses and a great country club. Very much, I mean, every bit as good as most of the golf clubs in North Scottsdale, and they are far more expensive. They've skyrocketed in price, and I believe now they're all running wait lists, and most of them are running at least a 3-year wait list to get on those memberships. So that's actually a bargain. $50,000 is a bargain. So how does that work? So it's 50,000. Like, is that a one-time, and then there's a monthly, or is that what does that cover?
Yes. So the 50,000 is a one-time initiation fee.
Yep.
And then you pay monthly dues. For example, right now our full golf membership is $1,160 monthly. And then if you want to add on X Life, which X Life's an added thing you can add on for $90 a month, and you get 50% off dining, excluding alcohol, 50% off our specialty dinner nights, 25% off to-go food. And then also, if you have a golf membership, it gives you access to other invited courses and network that are participating for a discounted rate.
And how big is that network?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, there's so many clubs throughout the United States. They're participating clubs.
And those are all private clubs that you have to have some sort of membership to get on?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right, cool. So, and you're saying that as of right now, I believe every club now, Desert Mountain was the last one where there was no wait list, and they were actually pretty affordable for a while. And then all of a sudden it skyrocketed because there was no other memberships in North Scottsdale for people to go to. Anthem's not that far, by the way, to the west of like a desert mountain. I mean, it's not right around the corner, but it's not that far away. So right now there's no wait list. Are you anticipating a wait list in the near future?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm hoping that I'll sell the final memberships by the middle of November.
Wow. So that's coming up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then I saw there that there was a racket member. It looked like there was a separate membership for just like kind of racket. Is that like racket, like tennis pickleball?
It is. So it's called a non-resident sport and racket membership. So, I mean, we do have people who live outside the gates who want to play on our tennis courts or pickleball courts. I mean, we have bocce ball, and that also gives them access to the pool, the fitness center, and both restaurants.
Okay. All right. How do people, what else? What have I not asked you that you think that people should know if they're considering, they're like, hey, you know what? I really want a membership. I can't get in at Scottsdale, or maybe they just live up in that Anthem area, Tremonto, North Phoenix, along that North Phoenix corridor on the 17. I mean, you have tons of jobs coming in there. So there's a lot of people moving into that area. It's a really popular and trendy area for people to move into. What else might they want to know if they're considering coming up there and checking out your memberships?
Well, I definitely think it's important for people moving to the area. I mean, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, how easy is it to meet people? At this club and in this community, I find it very easy to connect with other people. Everyone's in the same boat. They're moving from somewhere else. They want to meet new people. They want to find people to golf with. And that's what makes this club and this community so great, because it's easy to do that. I mean, you could walk into the golf shop and say, hey, I want to go play with John Smith. John Smith's going to be totally fine with someone coming out there to play with him, as where some places like, who's this bozo who's coming to play with me right now?
Right. Yeah, and I love the social memberships for that as well. I mean, it's such a great opportunity to meet people. Of course, the golf is as well, but the social event, the social stuff is and the just having a social membership, which again, if you don't live in the community, then you have the golf membership, so you can get all of that. But it's such a great opportunity to meet people. Talk again a little bit about the events. I know you touched on it earlier. What are some of the events throughout the year that are just great opportunities for people to connect and meet each other inside of the club?
I mean, we have all of our specialty dinner nights, which are great. The Saturday nights when Lou's playing piano, lots of people come out socializing at the bar. I mean, especially for sports over at Barrel House, people surrounding the bar, watching sports, their favorite sports teams. We have different like vendors that come in. We do wine dinners. We had a big trunk or treat on Friday night. We had over 400 members that attended that. We do a charity classic where all the money raised from that goes back into the charities that are in the community. I mean, I feel like there's just always something going on. We have social hours. And even for me, I do my new member mixers, new member orientations. And it's really a great time for those people to really come in, because they're all new and they get to meet new people. They get to meet the staff, meet the department heads. The member advisory board comes in.
So if I know the membership director, do I get into all the social parties?
Sure, I'll let you in.
How about, is there anything like, are there any, and I know that like a lot of your members are, like you said, they're kind of retired and stuff, but you said some of them are like 45 to 55, which is in that kind of, they could still have young children or at least kids. Are there kids clubs and stuff? Is there anything like, if somebody wanted to come out and enjoy an afternoon at the pool, are there options for kids out there, or is it pretty much just like kind of members?
So we do have, members who have grandkids, or even the families. You'll see them hanging out at the pool. You'll see them dining. But really what I've learned in this community, a lot of those people, if they're looking for cooking classes or other kids activities, they're doing those over at the community center, but they're still members here, of course. But
community center being what we looked at earlier across the street, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of that is taking place across the street at the community center, not so much not exactly. It could be inside the country club, but not at the same level as over at the community center.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's parks over there, the water park, all the stuff that young kids want to do.
Yeah, for sure. What else? Anything else that you want to let people know that I haven't asked you already?
I don't think so. I think the biggest thing is, like you touched on, everything in Scottsdale. I mean, people are on a wait list. And if you're really a serious golfer,
long wait lists.
Oh yeah. For me, I live in North Scottsdale. It's a 30-minute drive here. It's not a bad drive. So if you're a golfer and you want to play some great golf and meet some great people, I mean, Anthem's not that far away.
So for orientation purposes, like just, you don't have to, I don't need your address, but like where's a rough idea of where you live so people can get an idea of like what is 30 minutes away?
I live close to Greyhawk.
Okay, so you're down closer to the 101. So you're not all the way up north. You're actually closer to the 101. So you're just taking the loop over to the 17 and then north up to Anthem.
Yes, and I'm probably even, I would say, closer to TPC. But yeah, right at the 101 there, and it's a quick drive up.
Yeah, and then if you're further north, like a desert mountain, then it's just kind of a straight shot over, more or less, over to the 17. So yeah, 30 minutes over. Look, I mean, to get from South Scottsdale to North Scottsdale, if you live in South Scottsdale and you have a golf membership in North Scottsdale, it takes you 30 minutes.
Exactly.
So yeah, absolutely. How do people reach you? We know they can go to the website, so they can Google again Anthem Country Club, and the website will pop up. So I know that your name and information is at the bottom of each page. Do you want to share like your email, phone, or do you want them to just reach out to you through the website? What's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, I mean, email is by far the easiest way to reach me. I mean, it'll be 10 o'clock at night and I respond to an email.
Okay.
But email is definitely the easiest way to reach me, and that is Jamie jamie.ray@invitedclubs.com. And my last name
Jamie, I don't have a way to actually put that up on the screen, but not that quickly, but jamie.ray@invitedclubs.com.
That is correct. Yeah.
Or go to the website and again, she's right at the bottom of every page where you can jump on and just shoot her a quick email. So that's the best way to reach you.
Yes.
Awesome, Jamie. Hey, thank you so much. I love that community. I don't spend as much time up there as I would like to, but I'll have to come up and visit you, and so I can, come up and do the tour. We'll put some of this on video.
Yes, I love it.
Awesome. Thanks again, Jamie, and thanks for everybody. Thanks for everybody watching. We'll see you on Thursday. I have another guest on Thursday, so we'll do another live broadcast on Thursday at 3:30. But again, Jamie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, have a great day.